Hey guys, I'm back. Home, where I belong. Yes, you can start singing Hello Dolly now. I know, a different time of day, but I had tried doing a couple takes of this earlier, and now that I've kind of gathered more of my thoughts, I thought I'd give it another shot. Before I get into my serious subject matter, I wanted to say a very happy birthday to the boy, to my big bad. He is wonderful and awesome, and I won't tell you exactly what day his birthday is, just that it's coming up. And I wanted to make sure I got this on video. Okay, so in all seriousness, this video is going live on September 12th, which means I film them generally the day before and edit them, so September 11th. I've written about September 11th, about my experiences working at Disneyland, what that was like post 9/11, and I believe I've also written my thoughts on how we continue to celebrate it now. Celebrate seems a non-word. Honor is the right word. And I don't agree with it. And I want to say first and foremost, obviously, having lived through it, I mourned and felt the weight of all the people that were lost, all the people who had been affected, all the people whose lives were irrevocably altered. And I signed about a bazillion petitions about all the people who worked at Ground Zero and the illnesses that they've come down with. But my kids, their elementary school, wanted to celebrate Patriot Day today and have them show up wearing red, white, and blue. I sent them in their school shirts, which were a navy blue, and told them not to argue when I wasn't putting something in a more American blue. And the fact of the matter is, I hate this never forget idea that it's been attached to 9/11. Because what we're doing is we're ripping this wound open every year. You go in the media, and every year on the news, they're showing the footage over and over and over again. I mean, they're showing it all, and it just stops us from ever recovering. And I have so many problems with this post 9/11 United States we live in. I really do. Mostly because it's not the kind of message I want to send to my children. In reacting to what happened, we let ourselves become consumed by fear and by hatred. And it's come to the point where so many Americans genuinely do not understand that there is a difference between people who are faithful Muslims and terrorists. People who see someone who practices their faith and lives it as devoutly as they can and judges them and fears them simply because they're different. And that's not what I want my children to know. It's not what my children know now. And it's something that I'm trying so hard to keep from them. And I mean, for now it's easy enough because they're young enough that I don't let them watch the news, especially not on 9/11. And it's something that, I will discuss it with them. But I want them to understand that those were the actions of terrorists. People who are monsters, who come up with these plans to strike fear and to break us down. And as proud as I am of the way America came together shortly after that, I'm not proud of who we've become in the years that followed. We went to war. And while I know some of you won't agree with me, there certainly were reasons to go into Iraq, but it had nothing to do with 9/11. And we wound up there for far too long. It bothers me that we've become a nation that overreacts to everything, that we go with these knee-jerk reactions to the point where you can't breathe liquids on planes because a terrorist did something similar, where we react that way, but then at the same time, for safety, we have undertrained, underpaid individuals in charge of our security at airports, as opposed to other countries where they have in-depth training programs to teach people to spot the earmarks of terrorists. And it just bothers me. And I hate that this is the world my children are growing up in, and I think they deserve better. I mean, and in the end, I think we're all entitled to react to the way we honor, remember the events of 9/11. And obviously, I do not mean to diminish anyone whose lives were lost. But to me, it feels like the way we're doing this, it's like when you lose a relative and you keep their room exactly the same as it is. You lose a loved one and you keep all of their clothes, all of their things, and you leave it in such a way that it's like they could come back at any moment. And for a while, you need it to be that way. But there comes a time where you have to let it go. And you have to be willing to put them away and move on. Because if you don't, you just get mired in that grief and the anger and the rage and that accompanies it. And I think that it's something that, as a country, we need to get better about. Anyway. So that's the video this week. All my normal pluggy stuff. If you haven't subscribed to my videos, I promise most of them are normally kittens and puppies and rainbows and unicorns. And also maybe demon possessions, cosplay, geek stuff, kids, and werewolves. Yes. Let's see. If you don't follow me on Twitter, I am Whitney D. You can follow me, or you can like my Facebook page. It's Geek Pirate Mom. Just put that in the search bar. I'm the only one. I have a Google Plus and a Tumblr account. If you go to my website, whitneydrake.com, you can access it. Also, if you go to my YouTube channel, if you go to my actual channel, all the links are up there in the header thing, which I need a graphic for it, but it's there. Always love to hear your thoughts on this. Send me comments and ask through Tumblr, email, whatever. I'd like to hear your thoughts. Try to stay respectful. Obviously, I'm passionate about this, but I think it's one of those things that discussions are good, not so much yelling. Anyways, I hope you guys have a good day. I hope you have a good week, and I'll talk to you soon.